The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Taylor. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On second down, Jewell. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stop. With a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Taylor being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. The Clemson punter out there now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. This sure would be one heck of a story as the Hurricanes now sit 2 quarters away from a national championship. Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They'll run on first down. Smith. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 173 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run it now with Smith. Shifts by him, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Smith running right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. cross left. This is Smith. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. They come up short here on fourth down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Taylor. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Taylor. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it's Smith pushing through the contact. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
They'll run it here with Smith. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On third down, it's Smith. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off to someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try to prepare going forward.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. So that'll do it. For the first time since 2001, the Miami Hurricanes are the national champions.
For all my listeners out there, I'm just going to put it to you this way. NFL teams love championship pedigree. It's one of the main reasons why Miami's going to be represented near the top of this year's draft. By their star running back, of course. In short, there's plenty of amazing players out there. But when teams look at this kid now, they're inevitably going to think to themselves, winner, champion. Yeah, obviously his measurables are off the charts, but I think his championship experience sets him further apart from the rest of the pack. Anyway, let's shift into something I read before the show. An interesting post my wife Susie sent me about the upcoming football camp taking place at
No matter the game, that is what he aspires to be on and off the field. That competitive edge is something we both share. There's a lot of respect there. You know, I was an athlete forever, and I'm still a cutthroat competitor.
Both of you the exact same.
Neither of us are taking any shortcuts, and we both want to be disruptors.
The results from all your performance screenings were off the charts, which we expected. The DNA analysis helped too.
Yeah, you guys don't mess around. Man, I felt like a science experiment or something these last few weeks.
Everything counts. We track it all. Your sleep patterns, nutrition, lactate threshold, isokinetic testing. We need all that data to continue to personalize the plan for you.
Yeah, I have definitely been exposed to some things I've never thought about. Like speaking with the sports psychologist last week.
Take full advantage. It's not just how you perform on the field. I gotta be honest, I was a tad skeptical about you at first with all the buzz. You hear it all the time.
All right. So now that you met me, what do you think?
Everything we've seen on film has been on full display. I think that some people come here to train. They say they want to be like this. But they aren't ready to put in that type of work. They truly don't see themselves in that light. That's not the case with you. You're wired a little bit differently, I can tell. I'm glad you accepted the invite.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Couldn't pass it up. And I've always wanted to put my team on. If I eat, they eat. You know what I mean?
No one can make it alone. You already got that figured out. You're ahead of the game.
Hey. Hey, so I didn't tell you, but when we were hanging around at Nike, I got in contact with some reps for their other sponsored athletes. Russell Wilson's agent just emailed me. He's going to be hosting a charity game to raise funds for some local fields. You want in? It's going to be a pickup game in Hawaii sometime in March. They're still trying to nail down the exact date.
Wow. Hawaii, and we're giving back to the kids too? Yeah, you can definitely co-sign that one.
What if we told Zoe how to sit this one out? How about a little more enthusiasm? This is a big deal. You're not even in the league, and they're inviting you to line up against the best in the game.
I'm excited, I swear. I just couldn't imagine being in this position before. And to get back to the community too.
I get that. It's not about fame or the flashing lights.
I was barely able to eat off the dollar menu when we met. To go from that to canceled pros, and now this.
You've got to enjoy these moments along the way. Got it?
I think you're just excited that you get to go to Hawaii.
Of course I am. And you're not letting me have my moment.
All right, Jay.